you feeling, boys? Just going past Sarah Island. There it is there, the old jetty. Convicts were kept. So our plan was to travel down to Strahan on the west coast of Tasmania and get a boat across Macquarie Harbour with South West Wilderness Expeditions down into Birches Inlet and then walk up into the wilderness area to find fossils. We had to transfer via rubber ducky from the main vessel down Birches Inlet to our start point on an old mining trail from probably 1970s, 80s. It's beautiful country, lots of trees lining the inlet, the wilderness waiting before us. The track was a lot thicker than we were expecting. It was very hard walking, especially with the rain on the first day.
Not bad at all.
The bower had completely overtaken the track. Thankfully, a university researcher had gone ahead of us and had helped identify a bit of a narrow track through some of the scrub. 8 or 9 kilometres in, we set up camp on the track a little bit earlier than we'd intended to, but where we knew there was water. Just a little creek had crossed the track and we were able to get water, so that's where we pulled up. Got the typical brown stain of the button grass plains in the wilderness areas of Tasmania, but quite drinkable. Beautiful brown button grass water from Tasmania. The next day we set off to do some fossil hunting. With limited success, we found a few trilobite fragments and a few other shells, gastropods, snails and things like that. This was the main purpose. We came up to have a bit of a hunt for fossils in an area that not many people go looking for them. And we had some luck. The irony is that after 2 days of searching, we hadn't really found fantastic fossils until we started finding some at the actual campsite on the very last night, just before we were going to pack up the next morning and leave back on our way to get picked up by the boat. So it was a real blessing to find that we pulled up in a spot where there actually were fossils. And there weren't fossils either side of us for a good 20 or 30 metres that we searched either side of the campsite, and there just simply weren't any fossils. So it just seems that we plonked our camp right where some fossils were found by Morris, our beginner. Some of these fossils we still need to identify. Some of them really do look like trilobites, some of those are like gastropod snails, and there's a whole bunch of them in some of the rocks. You can see them throughout this rock. We've brought some of these home and we'll investigate them more over time. Secular geology records these as Ordovician, which makes them in the order of 400 million years old. We of course don't hold to that. We believe that they were all dumped catastrophically as part of Noah's flood, as we find right across Tasmania. The Tasmanian wilderness is full of creatures that can hurt you, including tiger snakes, the 4th deadliest snake on the planet. Saw this guy sitting on the track just ahead of us.
Quite a big fella.
Thankfully he took off. There's jack jumper nests all over the place. These can bite and give you a very severe sting and really stir up. There were inchmen, there were leeches. The march flies were incredible at times. Got a bit of footage of the march flies buzzing around us here. Very annoying flies that can bite as well. There were mosquitoes. There's the march fly's annoying Carl. We were all elated to be out in the Tasmanian wilderness for 4 days, to survive, to be successful finding our fossils. It was good to be back on the boat on the way back to Strahan. a fantastic time in God's creation.